Okay, so let's start with new loop statement, that is for loop. So what is the syntax of for loop and its execution flow? So first, syntax of for loop. For, that is keyword. Next, initialization statement. Initialization statement. After that, give semicolon. That is syntax because it is a statement and statement ends with the semicolon. So initialization statement, then semicolon, then condition. After condition, give semicolon, and next is a reinitialization. Parenthesis complete, then curly brackets, and then body of for. This is general syntax of for loop. So first statement is initialization statement, next is a condition part, and third statement is reinitialization, or it is also called as re-increment or decrement statement. Increment or decrement statement. So mostly reinitialization statements are increment or decrement statements. Initializations means I is equal to 1, I is equal to 10, I is equal to 0 is called as initialization statements, and conditional part, we know the conditional parts. Okay, and next body of for loop. So what is the execution flow of this for loop? First, check the initialization statement. After that, initialization statement executes, then checks the condition. If condition is true, that means if condition is true, it evaluates value as a 1. Clear? So if condition is true, then only entry to the body of for loop. Then executes the all statements in the for loop, means in the body of for loop. After completion of curly bracket, again cursor goes to the reinitialization statement. That is increment or decrement statement is there. After that, after reinitialization, again condition is checked. If condition is again true, then cursor, runtime cursor executes the body of for loop again, once again. Again, if curly bracket is ends, then reinitialization, again condition is checking. If condition is false, if third time, third iteration, condition is false, that means cursor goes out of this for loop, goes next line of for loop. So this is called as execution flow of for loop. Means in the for loop there is not only conditional part, but there is initialization statement as well as reinitialization statements. Clear? Understood? And then body of for loop. If condition is false, then only cursor goes out of this for loop. If first time condition is false, then body is not executed. Clear? If first time condition is false, then cursor does not goes to the body of for loop. But there is one loop that is called as do while loop. If first time condition is false, then also once body get executed. In which type of loop? Do while loop. Clear? Next, now the problem statement based on for loop. Problem statement is write a C program to print following output using for loop statement. So what is the output? Print star first line only once, 2 times on the second line, third line 3 times, and fifth line 5 times. This is the output. We want to print output on the console using for loop. So what is the logic? We can check what is the logic of that, how to print this output on the console. That means star first line only once, second line 2 times, third line 3 times, fourth line 4 times, and fifth line 5 times. Understood? So we want to print same output on the console using for loop. So start writing program. So this is end result on the console, that is output looks like this on the console. So no need to write again console and how the output get displayed. No need to write that part. So starts from writing code from hash include stdio.h and include second header file hash include con.io.h. This is header file section. First part or first structural part of the program is to include header files. After that, write your main function. So void main, from where your program gets started. Third, after that, declaration statement. Clear? So we decide the variables. When required, we can declare the variables. Next, clear screen. So whatever may be the output, previous output printed on the your text mode window or console, that get erased by this built-in function clear screen. Next, now we want to display output like this. So how to use for loop for this purpose? So first, create one structure. What is our how to solve the problem? First, write the syntax for loop. So what is the for loop? First is initialization statement, then give semicolon, that is conditional part. After that, give the reinitialization statement. So make the structure for that. Next, after that, curly bracket, body of for loop. Clear? So what is our end? First, we want to print star on the first line. So it is simple one. What is the statement? Printf double quotes star, use space and double quotes complete, because each star is separated by one space. So give star and then space, one space, double quotes complete, semicolon. If we execute only this part once, then what is the output? Printf first star on the console. Okay, that is the logic. Next, now we want to repeat this statement multiple times. For the second line, how many times that star gets printed? 2 times. So our logic is, if we print on second line, then we want 2 stars on the second line. Same statement. What is the meaning of this print statement? Print star once. Now for second line, we want to print it 2 times. Okay. So first line, just take. Give the curly brackets. Why? Because first line we want to print only once. After completion of first line, we want 2. Cursor goes to the next line. If first line 1 star is printed, then cursor goes to the next line. That means we want to print /n after that. No need to write /n here. Otherwise, what happen? Each and every line star is printed only. Okay. What is our end aim? First line only 1 star, second line 2 star, third line 3 stars. Means we want to print star first time for the first line. Okay. After this execution, when cursor goes to the next line, then what is? Printf /n. Clear? Okay. So for that purpose, there is also one loop. Suppose for loop. This is called as nested for loop. This is outer for loop. Again, we want nested for loop. Why? Because this for loop is for what purpose? The purpose is inner for loop is what is the inner for loop's purpose? Print star once for the first line. Means inner for loop gives you row. Outer for loop gives you row and inner for loop gives you column style. Okay. Every time in C programming, if there are 2 for loops, this is outer for loop and inner for loop. So in that type, outer for loop gives you rows, number of rows, and inner for loop gives you value of column. So in the first line, first outer for loop gives you number of rows. So what is the condition? Suppose I take one variable r, declare that variable r. Just declare, initialize it, 1. How many times outer for loop is executed? 5 times. Because what is the purpose of outer for loop? It gives you number of rows. How many number of rows are there? 5 number of rows. So what is the condition for that? Outer for loop executed 5 times. Okay. So write I is equal to 1, I less than equal to 5. That means this condition is true for 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Increment the r, I plus plus. Second is third part is reinitialization statement, which is always re-increment or decrement operator. So I plus plus. So outer for loop gives you number of rows. How many rows are there in your problem statement? 5 rows. To display 5 rows, what is the condition? I starts from 1 and I less than equal to 5, I plus plus. Means this for loop executes 5 times. Okay. Next, inner for loop. What is the purpose of inner for loop? Inner for loop gives you number of columns. So take another variable j. So initialize it. J is equal to how many times? 1. But first row, how many columns are there? 1 column is there. Okay. First divide this output into number of rows and columns. Then for the first row, how many columns are there? 1. So inner for loop executes only once for first row. Inner for loop executes 2 times for second row. Understood what is the meaning of that? What's inner for loop gives you number of columns. So inner for loop execute only once for first row. For second row, how many times inner for loop executes? 2 times. So what is the provision? What is the condition? J is equal to 1. This is initialization. J plus plus, that means it increments only once. Only once, which means J plus 1. And what is the conditional part? Now compare J with I. Compare J with I. Whenever J less than equal to I. For first time, if outer for loop executes first, that means what is the value of I? 1. For first time. That time J is also becomes 1. So 1 less than equal to 1 condition true. Okay. So entry to the inner for loop. After that J plus plus, it becomes 2. Now 2 less than equal to 1 condition false. That means first time when your outer for loop executes first time, then inner for loop executes only once. If outer for loop executes second time, then your inner for loop executes only 2 times. And what is the output? What we want to print on the console? Star and space. Star and space. Understood? So now check the result. How it works. After that, printf /n. What is the meaning of that? After printing one total rows column, first rows, all columns are printed by inner for loop. After that, there is one /n because cursor goes to next line for second row. That's why printf /n. That is the statement out of this inner for loop. Okay. And next is completion of your outer for loop. Next statement is get ch and main function completed. Now manually execute the program. Your program starts from main function, then I and j, initialization of I and j means for I and j there is memory management for I as well as j. 2 bytes are reserved on RAM and which partition? Stack partition, because these are local variable. After that, clear screen means this is your text mode window. All whatever may be the previous output get cleared. Okay. Next statement. So what is the next statement? For loop. First, what is the flow? I is equal to 1. So I becomes 1 now. Then what is the next part? Condition checking. So 1. What is the current value of I? 1. 1 less than equal to 5 condition true. Then entry to the body of for loop. In the body of for loop, what? Again inner for loop is there. So what is the execution flow? First initialization. So j becomes 1. J initialized to 1. Next. Now initial value of j is now current value of j is 1. Current value of I is 1. I less than equal to 1 less than equal to 1 condition true. Means entry to the for loop, means body of for loop. So what print? Printf star space. So first star and space get printed on the first line. Next, curly bracket complete means increment means reinitialization statement executes as per our flow. So j plus plus, what is the current value of j? 1. J plus 1. J plus plus means j is equal to j plus 1. So now j becomes 2. So value updates on the RAM. So 2. 2 less than equal to 1. Condition false. False means termination of this inner for loop. Means control goes to the next line of inner for loop. So what is the next statement? Printf slash n means cursor is now here. So slash n means cursor, runtime cursor goes to the next line. After that, what is completion of the outer for loop? So what is the outer for reinitialization statement get executed? What is the I plus plus? Now what is the current value of I? 1. 1 plus 1 means it becomes 2, and that value is updated into RAM 2. So again 2 less than equal to 5, condition true, means now we can execute second row. What outer for loop gives you? Number of rows, and inner for loop for what purpose? Column value. Clear? So again 2 less than equal to 5, condition true, means entry to the body of outer for loop. So in the outer for loop, inside the outer for loop there is first statement, which is the first statement, again one for loop. So again initialization of j. So now j becomes 1. So now j now initialize again for 1 value. So again 1, current value of j is 1. 1 less than equal to, what is the current value of I? 2. 1 less than equal to 2, condition true. Entry to the body of inner for loop, printf star space. So second line star and space. Cursor goes to this line actually. Next, cursor increments. So what is j plus plus? So current value of j is 1. Now it becomes 2. J 2 less than equal to 2, condition true. Again printf star. So this printf statement execute 2 times for second row. So again star plus means here star and here one space. Clear? Next j plus plus, it becomes now 3. 3 less than equal to I means 2. Condition false. If condition false, cursor goes out of this for loop, goes to the next line. What is the next line? Printf slash n. That means cursor goes to the next row, that is third row. After that curly bracket completes. So again I plus plus. So current value of I is 2. 2 plus 1, it becomes 3. So now 3 less than equal to 5. Condition true. So now third row execution starts. So again cursor goes to the inner for loop. Again j is equal to 1. J again initialized to 1. So current value of j becomes 1. 1 less than equal to, current value of I becomes 3. So how many times this inner for loop get executed? From 1 to 3 means 3 times. So what is the expected output? Star space star space star. Okay. After that inner for, when j's value becomes 4, then 4 less than equal to 3, condition false, and cursor goes to the next line, that is printf statement. Printf slash n means cursor goes to the next line. After that same loop continues, I plus plus. So now what is the value of I? It becomes 4. So now fourth row starts executing. So 4 less than equal to 5 means condition true. So inner for loop again executes. Execution starts from j is equal to 1, 2. What is the current value of I now? 4. 1 to 4 means this statement printf how many times executed? 4 times. Means star dash star dash star dash star dash. That means space. Okay. So this time this inner for loop executes 4 times. When j's value becomes 5, then 5 less than equal to 4, condition false. Cursor goes out of this for loop, inner for loop, and goes to the next line, that is printf slash n. That means cursor goes to next row. Next continuous I plus plus, that becomes 5. 5 less than equal to 5, condition true. Again inner for loop starts from j is equal to 1. Okay, 1 to 5. So now this printf statement executes 5 times. Same printf statement executes 5 times, means star space star space star space star space and star space 5 times. After that, when j becomes 6, condition false. Then cursor goes out of this for loop, inner for loop, and what it print? Printf slash n. Slash n means cursor goes to the next line. After that, I plus plus, it becomes 6. Now 6 less than equal to 5, condition false. Now cursor goes out of this for loop, outer for loop, and goes to the get ch statement, and cursor console freeze, and that is your expected output on the console. Understood? What is the execution flow of for loop? How for loop get executed, and using this for loop, how we can print the triangle of stars. Exact. Okay. So we will same problem statement. How we can print same triangle but reverse way. How we can print? Second problem statement is what? Write C program to print following output using for statement. Only triangle is reverse. Means for first row print 5 times, then second row prints star 4 times, third row 3 times, fourth row 2 times, and fifth row 1 time. Same triangle, same output, but print that triangle reverse way. Means for the first row 5 stars printed, second row 4 stars, third row 3 stars, fourth row 2, and last row 1 star. So same problem statement. What are the changes we have to make? So the output get reversed. So what is the first? What is the outer for loops? Meaning outer for loop gives you number of rows. So number of rows same. So there is no change in the initialization, conditional part, and reinitialization. It remains same, because what is the use of outer for loop? How many times number of rows get printed? So there are same number of rows, 5 number of rows. So outer for loop remains same. Next, then what is the change here? Changing part is initialization, conditional, and reinitialization in inner for loop. Now, first time when first row is there, how many times inner for loop get executed? 5 times. How many times? 5. So change this I part as a j less than equal to 5, because j starts from. Now, what is the initialization condition? First time inner for loop means number of columns. How many number of columns for first row? 5. Means this statement executes 5 times. But second time, if I write only 1 here, j is equal to 1. So 1 to 5. So what happens? Every time this star printed on the console, how many times? 5, 5, 5, 5. Means it becomes the rectangle. Stars rectangle. But this statement for first time executes 5 times. Second times means second row. How many times we execute this statement? 4 times. So now condition is initialization is j is equal to I. What happens now? First time, what is the value of I? 1. So j starts from 1 to 5. Means how many times this statement is executed? 5 times. Next time, second row, what is the value of I? It becomes 2. So j initialized to 2 to 5. Means how many times? 4 times. Okay. Next, when I becomes 3, then j initialized to first 3, because j is equal to I. So now j becomes 3, and how many times increment the j? Only 3 times. Then condition false and loop get terminated. So what is the change here? Initialization statement, it becomes j is equal to I, and what is the j less than equal to 5? That is the conditional part. So for first row, value of I is 1. So inner for loop executes 1 to 5, means 5 times statement get executed. Second time when outer for loop i's value becomes 2, then here j is initialized to 2, means 2 to 5, means 4 times this statement is executed. Okay, then third time when value of I becomes 3, then j initialized to 3, so 3 to 5 means 3, 4 and 5, 3 times this statement get executed. When i's value becomes 4, then j initialized to 4. Okay, for fourth row, and fourth row 4 to 5 means 2 stars are printed on the console. Next, when i's value becomes 5, then j becomes 5. 5 less than equal to 5. Only one time this star is printed on the console for fifth row. And when i's value becomes 6, then this outer for loop terminates and gets saved. And output is displayed reverse diagram. That first row 5 stars and last row 1 star. Understood? Clear? So today we will stop here.